Hey, what's going on out there? I'd like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So this video is going to be about the Discover It Secured Credit Card. I like making these videos on the Discover It Secured Credit Card because if you're new here, I started off my credit journey with the Discover It Secured Credit Card. I started off back in 2015. I signed up for the Discover It Secured Credit Card and I was approved. And I'll remove myself from the equation. So this is nothing to do with me. But if I was just now starting out with a credit card and looking for a credit card to be my first credit card to start out with, mind you, I have no credit history, or if I'm just trying to rebuild my credit after years of, doing some damage to it, one of the first cards that I would consider is the Discover It Secured Credit Card. And I want you all to understand something. Discover doesn't pay me. I have no association with Discover other than it being my first credit card that I started off my journey with. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with me or this channel, I had a credit card prior to my Discover It Secured credit card, and that was a Best Buy store credit card. But I didn't know what I was doing with it, and I just had it because they approved me for it. And that was almost a good 10 years prior to me having the Discover It Secured credit card. But I call it Discover It Secured credit card my first one on my credit journey because that's what really helped me start up my journey. But that's a whole nother story that you could check out in another video. But if I was searching for a credit card, I would go with Discover for a lot of reasons, and I'm going to tell you why. So when you're first signing up for a secured credit card, these days there are a lot of secured credit card options, and that's good for you all. You all should be excited that you have that option of a secured credit card. Now, some people, they are fans of secured credit cards. Some people aren't. I've been hearing some rumblings lately of people saying they're not a fan of secured credit cards and they don't think it's the best way to build up your credit score. However, over here, and with a lot of people as well, we feel as though a secured credit card is the best way to build up your credit score. It helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. It helped countless amounts of others do the same. And it more than likely can help you do the same too if you apply what you learn and you manage your cards and your accounts the correct way. But I'm going to get into why I feel like you can't lose with the Discover It Secured credit card. The first is Discover is a great bank. Now, it's always talk about how Discover isn't accepted everywhere, but they're accepted in more places than they're not, especially here in the U.S. They're accepted at most businesses here in the U.S. I remember when I first started out with my Discover It Secured credit card, it wasn't as easy as it is right now to go somewhere and use my Discover card, but it still was a great card to me. Why? Because of the benefits that come along with it. The Discover It Secured card doesn't have a 5% cash back, but you open yourself up to be able to get exposed to that once you do become a Discover It Secured card holder and you graduate your card. So once you graduate, you could apply for the cashback card, which is the 5% cashback card. Not only that, when you ask for credit limit increases, you don't get hit with a hard inquiry. Now, I'm assuming, this is just an assumption, if you're applying for a secured credit card, more than likely your credit score is not in the good or excellent range. So if you want your score in the good or excellent range, one of the things you want to avoid is receiving a lot of hard inquiries. So it's a plus when you can apply for a credit card, not receive a hard inquiry, because what that does is it helps you add a credit limit increase if you are approved, of course, and you don't get that hard inquiry, which usually has a negative impact short term on your credit score. So that's another benefit. Another benefit that a lot of people choose to not talk about is the cashback benefit. This is by far, in my opinion, one of the best cashback cards around. And a lot of people would agree with me in regards to that. I recently did a poll on my channel. You could check out my polls on the community tab of this Water Your Soil YouTube channel. But I did a poll. 864 people participated in the poll. And 35%, which was majority of the people who participated in that poll, almost 1,000 people, they chose the Discover It cashback card as the #1 card, giving them cash back. Now, of course, other people, they chose other cards, like probably cards from Chase or American Express. But for me, in my personal experience, I have both Chase and American Express. I would say Discover has given me the most cash back in regards to no annual fee credit cards over time. Now, when we start talking about premium cards like the Amex Gold and the Amex Platinum, of course, they give you more back in return. Those cards, they don't really give you cash back. They give you points, which you can convert into cash, or you could convert into flights or hotel stays or whatever. But in regards to cash back from a no annual fee credit card, the Discover It Cashback card has given me the most cash back out of any credit card that I have. And that's a great benefit. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who will echo what I just stated as well. So a lot of people, they're concerned with, credit limit. They're like, oh, if I apply for the Discover Secured card, my credit limit isn't going to really be that much. Don't worry about credit limit too much off the bat. If you can afford to have a big credit limit, then that's good for you. But if you can't afford to have a big credit limit, then don't worry. Your goal with a secured credit card is to manage it the right way and to graduate the card as soon as possible while building up your credit score. I started out my journey with a $200 credit limit. That was my deposit. It was $200. And I worked that credit limit, and it opened up so many doors for me, not just with Discover, but with other credit card companies as well. So never be afraid to start at the bottom with these secured credit cards. It's just like, hey, you want to be on varsity, but you got to make it through the JV stages. When you're playing JV and you get that ball in your hand, you got to go and you got to show out. And the same thing applies with these credit cards. When you got that secured credit card, you have to do what you need to do in order to graduate that card and in order to get your credit score going in an upward motion. So that's the main concern. But this card, the Discover It Secured card, I feel as though you cannot lose with this card. You can't go wrong. Of course, if you're out there being foolish with it and you're managing it the wrong way, of course, you can lose with it. But if you're doing everything right, you can't lose with this card. It opens up so many doors for you, and it's a great card to start out with. Now, if you do apply and you don't get approved, that doesn't mean you can't circle back around to Discover and their cashback card in the future. Because if you don't qualify right now, whether it be because of your credit score or whatever it may be, Discover will let you know why they rejected your application. But you can always circle back around in the future to Discover in general and their network, because I believe Discover is great and everyone should have at least one Discover credit card in their wallet. But anyways, if you're new over here and you feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video. Also, this goes to every single one of you watching. Be sure to hit the like button. That's your way of showing support. It lets the algorithm know you like this video. It also helps this video circulate. When it comes to the Discover It Secured card, it means a lot to me. So I'm going to continue to pump this card up and continue to refer it to you all because it opened up so many doors for me. And I know it could do the same for you as well. This is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you all for watching, and I'm out. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right? In the description box below, I always tell people, check out the description box below for extra resources from Water Your Soil. Part of the description box also showcases my book that I have. I have a book. It's been out for a while now. It's been out for years. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. The book is available. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble. Most online bookstores have the book. And the book is basically about how FICO credit scoring works. Once you understand how FICO credit scoring works, you're pretty much on your way to helping yourself build, develop, and maintain a good credit score. So check the book out whenever you get a chance.